their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago. They were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow escaping the pressure right.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 12.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Evan McPherson down for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Joseph Osai able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
the run. Here's Anthony McFarland. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Burrow on play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Browns 1st down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. The lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. On play action, they'll throw. Got an open man, that's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's brought down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. Trucks over him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Chubb running right. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to roam now. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11 MT.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Six yards left on 2nd down.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 114 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run with Chubb. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's to the 10.
It don't matter. It's okay.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 22 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This pass caught by Hamler. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. K.J. Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Browns 42, Bengals 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take over what